For 24 hours on May 31st and June 1st, 2015, 10 of the nation's top college basketball coaches from all across the country gathered in Detroit to beat cancer. The Beat Cancer event, benefiting the American Cancer Society, was an online auction raising $165,000. Bidders picked from UCLA's Steve Alford, Tennessee's Rick Barnes, Michigan's John Beilein, Kentucky's John Calipari, West Virginia's Bob Huggins, Michigan State's Tom Izzo, Arizona's Sean Miller, Memphis's Josh Pastner, North Carolina's Roy Williams, and Oakland University's Greg Kampe. The winners, along with 2 guests, had overnight accommodations at Motor City Casino Hotel. There, they had dinner with all 10 coaches with a beautiful view of downtown Detroit, along with Briggs Field, former home to Tiger Stadium. The next day followed with 18 holes of golf at one of the world's finest courses, Oakland Hills. Coach Kampe spearheaded the effort after cancer had affected many connected to Oakland University.
We've had a lot of issues at Oakland. It's been a bad couple of years. We've lost ex-players, players' parents, really close friends of mine, boosters of the program. It came in waves, and the American Cancer Society showed up at my door. I think they read a quote from me in the paper or something, and they asked me to do something. And I wanted to do something that would really make a big splash. And everybody does things for awareness, and I didn't want to do it for awareness. I thought it was time to win. Really not sure how the idea came, but it just came, and I got Tom Izzo on board. And once Tom was on, I thought, man, this can work. And I just called everybody that I had befriended or had played against over the years, and I can't believe they all came, but they did, and it's just been unbelievable.
Before hitting the links at Oakland Hills, the coaches took the opportunity to visit Beaumont Children's Hospital, where doctors, nurses, and staff care for 100,000 infants, children, and teens every year. Autographs were signed, pictures were taken, and stories and smiles were shared, all in an effort to make the day a little brighter for current and former patients. And that was indeed the case for Alfred Harris, a patient as well as head manager of the University of Detroit Jesuit High School varsity basketball team.
It's pretty cool, and I actually have some history knowing Tom Izzo because of my high school. So it was fun seeing him again, and I was meeting Coach K for the first time, and it was kind of fun, watching or meeting somebody who has coached the team with such a high caliber. It was kind of cool to see.
Anytime that we can have a nice event like this, even if it's just for a short period of time, to come in and lift the spirits of our patients and the families. These kids are going through so much, and a lot of times, sports is what keeps their mind off of things when they're going through this. And so to meet these people we see on TV, year in, year out, who we admire, it's fantastic for them to come together and take some time out of their busy schedules, for Coach Beilein and Coach Izzo. They're hop, skip, and a jump away, but these other gentlemen, they came from a long way away, and we appreciate it very much.
The American Cancer Society has been partners with Beaumont Children's Hospital in fighting cancer for a very long time. They couldn't have been more pleased with the commitment to their cause by Coach Kampe and his peers.
It really is special that everybody has been able to be a part of this this morning in particular. I know that everyone has a lump in their throat this morning as they reflect on just the meaning for the kids, their families, and the coaches. So our thanks on behalf of the American Cancer Society to Coach Kampe for making his vision become a reality. It's just remarkable.
To see those young kids, the excitement and how happy they were, I expected that. What I didn't expect and I didn't understand was how happy the parents were. And then you start thinking about, if you had a child that was going through that, what that would do to your life and how his life would be so different, and the battles that you would be fighting, and then for them to just be blown off their feet that way, to see Tom Izzo, to see these coaches they see on TV. For an hour and a half, their kids were in a wonderland, and the parents were so happy for their kids. And to see that it's so heartwarming, and it just made the whole thing worthwhile.
As the coaches arrived at Oakland Hills, their guests enjoyed a bountiful luncheon in preparation for some friendly competition. It was the culmination of an unbelievable opportunity for true fans of college basketball to engage one-on-one with the best-known coaches in the game. Coaches that, when asked by Greg Kampe to help with the cause, answered the call.
I think Coach Campy did an unbelievable job. It's hard to take this on. The American Cancer Society helped a lot, and of course, Beaumont here and the wonderful people. But you got to give these coaches a lot of credit. You know, for John Beilein and myself, it was a quick trip. But for some of these guys, they've come from UCLA and Arizona and Tennessee and North Carolina. You know, Kentucky. They've come from all over, and it kind of shows you that a good cause, there's no rivalries. You know, the Michigan State rivalry isn't today. It's all about these kids. It's about raising money to fight cancer, and the progress we've made. And places like Beaumont have really done an incredible job.
Along with the call to the coaches was one to Farm Bureau Insurance to ask if there was interest in being the sole presenting sponsor. Already aligned with Oakland University Athletics, it was without hesitation that they said yes.
We've had a long-standing relationship with Coach Campy and Oakland University, and when he approached Farm Bureau about being the presenting sponsor for this event, we had to stop and think about how many lives in the Farm Bureau family of companies have been touched by cancer, and what an important cause it is that we find a cure, and as Coach Campy would say, not just find a cure, beat cancer. So it seemed like a perfect match. It aligns really nicely with our mission of protecting the people of Michigan from the risks of everyday life, because cancer touches each and every one of our lives, not only in the Farm Bureau family, but many of our policyholders and members throughout the great state of Michigan.
Coach Greg Campy and the American Cancer Society had a vision, and it was clear. A one-of-a-kind experience for all involved, over 24 hours that none will soon forget. All an effort for a worthy cause, to beat cancer.